Hey, are we done or no?
We're ready, yeah.
Oh, this is gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Been teaching the PE at UCI. I've been at UCI 28 years, which is, goes like that, right? But through the many years, as I learned through Orange County, PE comes and goes. I grew up in Illinois. Home of the world champions. I'd say I grew up.
I don't know how he got in here.
I was just going to say, I don't know how he's going out. But one thing in Illinois that we do quite well is PE. Out of the 50 states, we are ranked number 1 in PE. Presently, by the way, California ranked 47th, which isn't bad if you have 1,000 states. But I do want to say, I thought about what are the absolute keys. I'm really thinking about classroom teachers here, because a paraprofessional knows a lot about PE. A classroom teacher has to know a lot about everything, and then it's hard to do all that. So PE sometimes is some guesswork. So I was thinking K to 6, what would I want to really emphasize? And the first thing I would say is participation. And so I always get asked, what about the kid who doesn't want to participate? I go, well, that's your challenge, but you don't not do that challenge, right? Just like if someone says, I don't want to do math. We're doing math. So PE's not optional, it's a state required, mandated. So I'm just going to make these comments that kind of go up the ladder of my philosophy real quick about, because we're going to try to focus on warming up. Darin asked me to kind of address that topic. So one of my big things is, maximum movement for maximum students, elimination, and try to really kind of understand you got all kinds of different skill levels. So when we put somebody on the spot, that's great for the superstar, they're ready to shine, but you know what, it's not great for somebody else. And so we have to figure out how do we do a lot of things that just individualize the activity and make it safe to take those risks. But at the end of the day, classroom teachers do not have time to learn the biomechanics of throwing. Okay, here, all these things, and we, in my PE class, we taught some very basic things, but even that is a very simplified version. The more important thing is think about what you're asking them to do and have them just have the experience. And when they have the experience, then they kind of understand the goal, and then there's a lot of self-teaching that happens in PE because they're having a physical experience, so the brain is great that way. It's like, I'm trying to throw a beanbag over there and it keeps going there. And the brain says, work it out, dude, people are watching. So, and so eventually I realized I got to turn. There's a lot of self-education, but it's up to you to give them the activities and the structure and the management that lets that happen, right? So, the other comment I have, this is since Illinois, I feel strong about this, because I used to be a captain in K to 6. Yeah, you're meeting a captain. And I used to think, there's 6 of us and we're gonna pick Timmy and Biff and Scooter, and they're coming over and they're all getting on teams, right? And I thought that last kid, I was doing him a favor. He would be on the double J team, come here, and they'd have to walk all the way across, and everybody would say, you are the worst, right? I mean, that's a statement we're making. And so I've really become against all of that. But I really also am thinking about how do we teach kids all kinds of skills that allow them to try all kinds of sports. And you don't start with the sport, because there's rules that are complex, high-level skills sometimes. So we first say, what's the first thing we want to teach, right? Just throwing and catching and running around and spatial awareness and all these kinds of things. So the number one reason, I remember this in grad school, of why kids quit sports is because they don't have the skills, and now they're going to be public with that skill, and it's embarrassing. And so and so if they don't get it early on, then that momentum in the canyon just gets wider and wider, right? So I'm a big fan of, let's just teach different kinds of skills. There they are, there are the skills right there. So I want to take us through just some stuff and have a little activity, but go at your pace. great about these aqua noodles is you can do them for all kinds of different things. But one cool thing is if we hold that end, we can do relay races. And it can just be a little warm up, right? So always tell yourself, people go, oh, is this a warm up activity or not? I go, don't put a box around it. You can do all kinds of things in warm up once they know how to do it. All right, so, if they're learning lead in basketball skills, they can just be dribbling around for a little while, for 5 minutes. Stay there. I know you'll win. I stopped myself to ask this question, why do we do warm-up activities? Why do we do them?
To warm up the muscles.
One is to warm up the body to prevent injury. Okay, that's the common sense answer. You're a common sense kind of guy, Darin. Turn that camera around on you. You deserve it. Why else do we do it? This pleases me, and I know God is women. This pleases me because I've gotten in discussions at national conferences on this item alone. I just want to say it again. One of the most important things in PE is safety. How many of you guys have used these? My PE students? Jared, make sure everybody gets one. And this, by the way, can be a warm-up, or it can be in the classroom for 5 minutes.
Thank you.
I mean, that's something to remember.
This helper just likes it.
Jared, can I have one? Thank you. See you not active, I'm just gonna go find out why. In a nice way. Get moving! No, but I'll be gentle with that. All right, partner up. This is for the Beacon Beach Bengal. So focus. Ready, set, go! Got you. Hey, you know the learning curve in here, I think it's going up. I'm not sure. Ready? Okay, here we go. Seriously, I got my clock. Ready, set, go!
I'm doing it on purpose to model like
Excellent. Excellent.